I messed up. Belacor is a menace on the tabletop, a monster in the sheets, and a hell of a model to build, in a fun way. The problem I'm having is not the building of this model, but rather what I decided after I built him. And my god, what a mess I have made. So I've decided that I want to magnetize Belacor, and let me tell you, it has not been easy. I had already fully glued the model together with plastic glue, and that is the issue right there. Plastic glue does not stick things together. It welds them together. I highly would recommend super glue. Anyways, this said arm, after you build the model, is attached to the head, torso, and wings. Not good, especially that I want to magnetize it now. After 2 hours of scraping the seam on the torso, I made zero goddamn progress. So instead of hunkering down with patience, I of course take the easy route. With a new blade attached to my knife, I stab my model in all 3 areas where the arm is attached. And while the knife is inside the seams, I'm just wiggling it around. This did cause some damage to the model, and eventually with lots of shimmying, the pointing arm came off. Now, for his face. This kit comes with 3 different options, and of course, I want them all. I start cutting into the model's face and quickly realize that what I did for his arm will not work here. After a full day of work, my hands have become sore and red, so I decided to take a break. And a new day comes with it, a new set of challenges. I still have to figure out how to magnetize the 2 arm options and get his face off his body. Oh, and I decided I want to try to magnetize the Age of Sigmar guy on the Space Marine, because options. Anyways, picking up exactly where I left off, his face has now turned into a mess. He has 2 noticeable lines past his ears, and they're sticking out like an elf. So I really did take a step back and look at the horror of what I've done to my stupidly expensive model. And now I have a choice to make. I could double down on my efforts and continue my suffering, or I choose to not magnetize my model. Honestly, with a busy schedule and a full-time job, I made the tough choice to just glue on the other arm, and I made the effort to stop trying to rip his face off. And did you think the pain was now over? Think again. What I didn't consider is that when I glued on the pointing arm, the position of the right wing and the torso would be slightly different than the new arm that I chose, meaning my boy now had this just disgusting gap in his armpit. And I'm freaking out now, thinking I just ruined my Belacor. I grabbed some Vallejo plastic buddy and I just fill in his arm, and it kinda worked. It's not perfect, definitely still needs some touch-ups, but I'm proud of where it is right now. I can definitely clean this up. Now, back to the arm that I ripped off, the pointing one. Its forearm had some armor that I actually want to put on the arm that I glued onto Belacor. Long story short, I made a little incision with the forearm piece of armor, and then I tried to just pry it off with my knife, and the thing just snapped in half. I still have one half, the other half just flinged into my apartment, and I have no clue where the hell it went. So after that incident, I just sat there for a good 10 minutes just staring at my horror project. I decided to just take a breath, take another day, and to pick up this project again for another time.